Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to John D. Surprise for another edition of NFL preseason pick'ems. So today I'm just gonna talk about 3 or 4 of the games that interest me today. Talk a little bit about them, what I think, and also what my predictions will be. So let's get started. So the first game I'm really interested on watching is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams coming off a great season, should have won the Super Bowl in my opinion, but hey, all is well. Dallas is missing their all-pro running back Ezekiel Elliott due to contract issues, which honestly I think Ezekiel Elliott, if you want to get paid to show them that you're really good, you need to play out your 4th year. Stop holding out. You have 2 years left. Plus, if Jerry Jones really wanted to, he could franchise tag you. Yes, I understand the years of a running back is very slim to none. They don't last long in the NFL because more and more running backs come out. And you want to get your money. Totally understand it. Totally get it. But you have 2 more years on your rookie deal, and you have to perform. Don't be a Le'Veon Bell who sits out and all of that. Show them why you're the best at your position. Play your 4th year, and then talk about contracts for your last year. That might suit you better in the long run. Dak Prescott, you're nothing without Ezekiel Elliott. So if I was Jerry Jones, I would get this stuff done. And as reports have put out, Prescott declines a huge contract worth of $30 million a year. What is wrong with you? You are a 4th round draft pick, and you have a big contract coming. I understand you want to be paid more than Carson Wentz, but it doesn't work like that. He's a 1st rounder, you're a 4th rounder. You gotta show up, and obviously you can't show up if Ezekiel Elliott's not there. So definitely need to step it up. The Cowboys defense is very strong. I know they have injuries, and we'll see how that works out. As for the Rams, Jared Goff, Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, Todd Gurley. Great players on both sides of the ball. Aaron Donald, MVP of the league, in my opinion, every year. But, he's a monster, and no one can hardly block him. Now, you have lost Ndamukong Suh to the Bucs, and your corners, if Talib and Peters can stay healthy, it should help you. Honestly, to be precise on this, I don't know too much about the rest of the team. I do know Blake Bortles is one of the backups for Jared Goff, which in Jacksonville he was great. 1 year, just 1 year. And last year you played well against New England, and then your team fell apart. I don't understand that at all. So hopefully you can get your career back on track, and hopefully you can start again 1 year. But Todd Gurley, is he going to be healthy this year? We don't know. There's reports saying he is, so hopefully that does turn out good. My prediction for tonight, it's a 10 o'clock game, so it's pretty late. My prediction is the Rams beat the Cowboys 24-21. So my next game I want to talk about is the Chiefs versus the Steelers. Very high octane offenses on both sides of the ball. Patrick Mahomes, MVP of last year, threw for 50 touchdowns. Very good in your first full year. Ben Roethlisberger, we know you're not going to play because you're old, and, well, let's face it. Without Antonio Brown, we don't know how it's going to work. Yeah, there's not all summer we haven't heard a lot about the Steelers because the top two best players on the team, Bell and Brown, are gone. But can Juju step up? Can James Conner, which was amazing in fantasy draft? Fantasy league, my apologies. Can't believe I got rid of him last year. I should have kept him. That was bad on my part, but it still worked out in the end somewhat. So, Devin Bush, he's the next Ryan Shazier? Can the Chiefs defense finally step up and actually be good? You lost Eric Berry, which I think you should have kept him. You got rid of Justin Houston, which was your best pass rusher. You traded away Dee Ford. And I honestly feel like you got rid of him because of the fact of the offsides penalty in the AFC Championship game. It's not because you didn't want to pay him. It's because of that penalty. I think that's a terrible mistake. And plus you got rid of Kareem Hunt, which we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. But you lost 4 or 5 great players and you expect to still be good. Your defense was atrocious last year. You can't stop the run. You couldn't stop the pass. And you honestly think Steve Spagnuolo will help your defense? I don't think so. Tyreek Hill, it's like a track star on the offense. Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, and the guy from Georgia, yeah, it's going to be high flying for Patrick Mahomes. But I don't think the Chiefs are going to be like they were last year, throwing the ball around. I also don't think they'll be first in the division in the AFC West. I might pick the Chargers over that, but we'll see how that turns out. So my prediction for the Chiefs and the Steelers is the Steelers 28, the Chiefs 20. In the third game, I don't really care for it, but hey, New England versus Tennessee, why not? I was born there, not a fan of the Titans, but hey, it's okay. Tom Brady, we know we're not going to play, but their backups will get all the time. All the different types of running back. Damian Harris from Alabama. Harrington from Arizona State. They're going to perform. And you just got Josh Gordon back, which it probably won't last long because he's not going to play in the preseason at all because he's probably not in mid-condition. He's probably not going to stay long because of the fact Josh Gordon cannot stay out of trouble. Hasn't been out of trouble pretty much all his NFL career. So I don't understand what Roger Goodell is doing. But hey, the whole NFL has bad blood towards him, in my opinion. New England's defense is all for naught. The McCourty brothers, Dante Hightower, they're going to be great. Defensive-wise, there's no stopping there. They're going to be just fine. Whereas Tennessee, Marcus Mariota, this is your final year. You got to do something to show that you're a franchise quarterback. You can't stay healthy. And you got Ryan Tannehill breathing down your neck for that starting job, which he's not that good either. Derrick Henry, he's probably not going to play for the rest of the preseason. Dion Lewis, who's really good, used to be a Patriot and showed up, really well. So can the defense for Tennessee do something? I know they did something last week, but can they do something this week against New England? Brady will probably play a series or two and probably carve them up. So, poor Titans. And after that, so I honestly think New England's going to beat Tennessee. My prediction for that is 27-17. And finally, the last game I'm really interested in is the Browns and the Colts. The Browns comes off a 30-10 win over Washington, forcing 4 turnovers, 3 picks by 2 rookies, 2 by Mac Wilson, very fluent athlete, and 1 by Greedy Williams. Played zone perfectly, which I've seen him play LSU man-to-man, but who would have thought that Dave Miranda would ever play him in zone? He didn't, but he can play zone. So the Browns, Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, Odell's not going to play. How are they going to stay healthy through this game? Because the Colts defense was very good last year. They won 9 out of 10 and beat Houston in the playoffs. So technically, if we really want to talk about it, it's 10 out of 11 that they won before they lost. So that's another thought. But back to the Browns, their defense is stuttered. Freddie Kitchens really showed up last week on how his training camp is working. All 3 phases scored: offense, defense, and special teams. So I feel like the Browns are on the uprise, whereas the Colts, my favorite team, Andrew Luck is still dealing with injuries of his lower leg, high ankle sprain. First it was the calf, now the ankle. Luck, just get healthy, because right now your name's not really Lucky. You're more like a duck now. So your name should be Andrew Duck instead of Andrew Luck. And Jacoby Brissett, you can't do it. You're great. You was great at Florida, and you played well sometimes, but you're just inconsistent. The running backs for the Colts, I hate to say it, they just can't ever stay healthy. Marlon Mack, Naheem Hines, Jordan Wilkins, I don't know. Our wide receiver core, the best wide receiver on the team is T.Y. Hilton, so he's always double covered, but it seems like no one can get open. Devin Funchess comes over from the Panthers. He didn't really do much. Yes, he's a big target, but it doesn't really work like that. Quentin Nelson's our best offensive lineman, first round draft pick last year, and the Colts just needs to perform a running game. They have to get a running game if they're going to ever do anything in the regular season. Try to perfect that now. As for the Colts defense, Darius Leonard and Malik Hooker, Clayton Gathers, Marcus Hunt, and you got Justin Houston, who came from the Chiefs because the Chiefs let them go. Your pass rush should be even better this year. And your secondary, it sounds like you brought back everyone in your secondary, which should be good. But I don't think you can stop Baker Mayfield. I don't think you could. Now, Drew Stanton, yeah, you could stop him because he's just inaccurate. He can't help himself. Garrett Gilbert, who is the top-rated AAF quarterback in the league under Steve Spurrier. You might be able to, but I don't think the Colts have good quarterback play. I don't think their backups can do as much, but we'll see. Their first team is very ferocious, so is the Browns defense. So I feel like this is going to be a very, very close game. But I will say Freddie Kitchens will go 2-0 in the preseason. I'm so sorry for my Colts, but hey, it really doesn't count, does it? The regular season counts. So I'm picking the Browns to beat my Colts. Sadly enough, picking the Browns to beat them 28-24. Scratch that. No, yeah, 28-24 is my prediction. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. I hope you hit that subscribe button and like this video. We'll greatly appreciate it, and comment away, and I'll definitely keep talking back. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Speech on. Stop recording. Button.